Have you ever watched John Wick and thought, hey, maybe I could do that? Well, spoiler alert, probably not, but let's make this interesting. Throughout this video, I'll challenge you with questions and scenarios to see just how close you could realistically get to becoming the legendary Baba Yaga himself, John Wick. Could you handle the punishment, mental stress, and huge expenses? Grab your popcorn and let's find out together. John Wick, portrayed by Keanu Reeves, isn't just any assassin. He's a legend, known in the criminal underworld as Baba Yaga or the Boogeyman. He earned his feared reputation by single-handedly eliminating countless targets with surgical precision. But did you know his terrifying story began as an orphan taken in by the Tarasov crime syndicate? Under Viggo Tarasov's brutal mentorship, Wick became the Mafia's ultimate weapon, an assassin so lethal that even his own employers feared him. Imagine having exclusive access to a secret assassin-only hotel like the Continental, a place where breaking the rules means instant death. Wick earned privileges like these through legendary feats, including the mysterious Impossible Task, in which he eliminated every enemy of the Tarasov family overnight. Think you could handle that kind of pressure? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Wick's peaceful retirement tragically collapsed after losing his wife Helen, his beloved puppy Daisy, and his iconic 1969 Ford Mustang, all of which pushed him back into a violent world he had left behind. Trained in martial arts like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Krav Maga, and Sambo, his combat prowess is unmatched. But even with intense training, could an ordinary person realistically step into his shoes? Keep watching, because next we'll test some of Wick's most insane movie moments with real-world science. Now let's dive deeper into John Wick's most famous moments, putting science and your own abilities to the test. Surviving injuries. Remember when John Wick fell from a rooftop about 50 feet high in John Wick Chapter 3 and still managed to crawl away? Or when he was hit by multiple cars in rapid succession yet continued fighting? Studies show that 90% of individuals falling above 40 feet sustain life-threatening injuries or death. Wick's survival would be akin to surviving a severe car crash, something only about 5% of people experience without serious injury. What's the most severe injury you've ever walked away from? Share your experiences in the comments. Combat stamina. Picture yourself fighting 3 trained attackers continuously for 5 minutes. Exhausting, right? Wick routinely battles dozens of elite assassins for extended sequences lasting over 15 minutes, such as the incredible museum fight scene in John Wick Chapter 2 or the relentless glassroom showdown in Chapter 3. Sports scientists confirm that intense martial combat exhausts the body's anaerobic reserves within about 3 minutes. Even professional MMA fighters usually fight for only 5-minute rounds with breaks in between. How long do you think you could realistically last? Drop your guess below. Accuracy under pressure. Have you seen Wick's fight through the Red Circle nightclub, seamlessly hitting multiple moving targets amid chaotic lights and loud music? Real-world data reveals trained police officers hit their targets less than 30% of the time during high-pressure encounters. Wick achieves headshots at nearly 100% accuracy in similarly chaotic scenes. To put that into perspective, elite military snipers under optimal conditions only average around 90% accuracy. Could you even hit a stationary target under stress? Comment below with your best guess. Strength and endurance. Wick doesn't just shoot, he physically grapples with foes larger and stronger than him repeatedly. The average adult human can bench press roughly their own body weight. Wick consistently overpowers and defeats opponents significantly larger, indicating strength equivalent to professional powerlifters who bench press upwards of 500 pounds. Could you overpower someone significantly larger than yourself in a fight? Be honest in the comments. Think surviving Wick's battles is tough? Just wait until you see how expensive it is to live like him. Let's talk money. John Wick's life isn't just physically demanding, it's financially crippling. Here's an even more detailed breakdown with realistic scenarios and costs. Bulletproof suits, each tailored Kevlar-lined suit, costs around $20,000. Wick destroys at least 5 suits per movie. That's an easy $100,000 gone instantly. For comparison, the average American spends about $1,700 annually on clothing. Could you justify spending 12 years' worth of clothes budget on one suit? Weapons and ammo, Wick's signature. Heckler & Koch pistols cost approximately $900 each, but that's just the start. In a typical shootout scene, like the Rome Catacombs battle in John Wick Chapter 2, he fires hundreds of rounds. Ammunition alone can run up to $5,000 per fight scene. By contrast, the average American gun owner spends only around $500 per year on ammo. How many years of your ammo budget would you blow in a single Wick-style gunfight? Medical bills. Serious injuries in the US, like a broken leg, can cost around $30,000 without insurance. Wick's multiple serious injuries, including gunshot wounds and stab wounds, each require specialized surgeries ranging from $50,000 to $200,000 per incident. Realistically, Wick's medical expenses per movie would easily surpass $750,000, about the same as treating 25 serious car accident victims. Could you afford even one major injury without going bankrupt? Travel and safe houses. Wick's extensive international travels, including private jets, $5,000 per hour, and luxury safe houses in cities like Rome and New York, $10,000 per night, would conservatively cost him millions each year. For context, the average American household spends around $5,000 annually on travel. Wick's monthly travel expenses alone exceed what most people spend in an entire decade. Think you could somehow afford Wick's lifestyle? Stay tuned to see if you'd even have the physical or mental strength to handle it.
Room 880.
Let's now break down, in detail, why being John Wick isn't just difficult, it's genuinely impossible for the average person. Physical reality. John Wick is portrayed with nearly superhuman physical abilities, but even elite athletes fall dramatically short of his exploits. Olympic athletes train for years just to achieve peak performance in highly controlled environments. Wick battles endlessly against multiple opponents, endures catastrophic injuries repeatedly, and quickly recovers to fight again within moments. Human physiology simply cannot handle continuous intense combat for extended periods without significant, lasting damage. Fatigue, muscle failure, broken bones, internal bleeding, and concussions would realistically incapacitate even the strongest individuals after just a fraction of Wick's battles. Mental reality. Mentally, Wick displays an unnatural resistance to psychological trauma. Real-world soldiers, police officers, and even seasoned fighters frequently struggle with severe mental health issues like PTSD, anxiety, and depression after exposure to prolonged violence. Wick faces constant threats to his life, witnesses numerous violent deaths, and experiences personal loss repeatedly. Psychological research indicates such prolonged, intense exposure to trauma would severely impair anyone's mental health, resulting in crippling anxiety, debilitating PTSD, paranoia, and extreme emotional instability. Wick's seemingly unaffected mental state is entirely unrealistic. Financial reality. The financial strain of being John Wick is colossal. As detailed previously, living his life realistically costs millions annually. Consider just one aspect. Medical expenses alone, totaling nearly $750,000 per film, would bankrupt 99% of individuals immediately. To sustain Wick's lifestyle continuously, one would need wealth comparable to multi-millionaire celebrities or top-tier entrepreneurs, making it utterly unattainable for nearly everyone watching this video. Legal reality. Lastly, Wick operates entirely outside the law without ever facing genuine legal repercussions. In reality, anyone attempting even a fraction of Wick's actions would quickly become one of the most wanted criminals worldwide. Constant surveillance, international manhunts, and relentless pursuit by law enforcement agencies would make a Wick-like existence short-lived and ultimately unsustainable. Given all this, could you realistically handle even a day of being John Wick? Share your honest answers below and let's discuss. We've explored the exhilarating yet terrifying reality of stepping into John Wick's shoes. Engaging with your answers throughout has probably shown just how impossible this lifestyle is. Still, it's fun and eye-opening to imagine. If you enjoyed today's reality check, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into your favorite action heroes. Let us know in the comments what reality check you'd love to see next. Until next time, stay safe and remember, stay away from those pencils.